Jack,
Would you like to see my real form? Would you like to see my real form?
Yeah.
I have some shelter in exchange for a rose.
You kind of still look like the cat. And Alex, it looks like you look like a, is that something from Monsters Inc.?
He looks like Shrek if he was in Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Alex, can you turn that thumbnail thing off?
Yep, I just did.
There you go. Okay. There we are. 368. You're all here. Okay. Page 537. Nope. Is that right? Page 537. 6 to 10. I feel like that's not what we were working on. Maybe I have the wrong book. I do. I have the 4th grade book. Why do I always give you guys this one? I cannot remember. You're the pheasant.
Because we're just that bad. That we need the 4th grader book.
That's not it. You guys are awesome. I always forget. You're the pheasant. This one. Okay. This might look better then.
Well, for homework, you told us to do 537.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
So.
Yes. You guys were working on line plots on page 537, numbers 6 to 10. Okay. Number 6. What is the combined length of the half-inch crystals? So first you had to put your X's in. And Lily, what did you get for the combined length of the half-inch crystals?
I'm sorry, I didn't get to the page yet. What page is it?
537. Number 6.
Okay. Okay. So. Do you think it would be okay if I can just do another one when things are calming down? And
Go ahead. Just quickly tell me what you have for 6. Just look at 6 real quick. Just throw it out there.
Number 6. I got 3.
It's going to be 2, but that's fine. You can go ahead and mute again. You should have 4 X's above 1/2 inch. So if you add 1/2 4 times, you'll have 4 halves, which is 2. So 2 inches for number 6. All right, number 7, the question's similar. We had to combine all the 5/8 inch crystals. Jack, what did you get for that one? Number 7.
7. 1 7/8.
Good. 1 7/8. All right. You have 3 X's above that one. Okay. So that's 5/8, 10/8, or 15/8 when you add them all up. And Jack, turn that into a mixed number. 1 7/8. We have to give it the label of inches.
That is on bathroom.
Yeah. Okay, number 8, Grant. What is the total length of all the crystals? What did you get for that, Grant?
2 36/63. Probably really off.
No. Yeah, it's okay. We have to add everything up, right? All right. So how many X's do you have above 3/8? Yeah. How many X's do you have above 3/8, Grant?
3.
Good. So if we put those all together, 3/8, 6/8, we would have 9/8, right? How many X's do you have above 1/2?
1/2, I have 4.
Good. And Jack already added those and said that was 2 inches. So I'm going to put 9/8 for my first column, and then I'm going to say plus 2. Or that was the one Lily did. And then Jack added all the 5/8, and he said it was 1 7/8. So I'm going to write that down. And now we have to look at the one that has 3/4. How many X's are in that last column above 3/4, Grant?
About 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay, so we have to keep adding those. 3/4, 6/4, 9/4, 12/4. Okay, what is 12/4 equal to, Grant?
Yeah.
Grant, look at 12/4 here. What can I say
12/4
equals what? How many times does 4 go into 12?
3.
All right, so that's
So 3/4.
it's equal to 3. Okay, so I have to add that all together. 9/8 plus 2 plus 1 7/8 plus 3. All right, well, 3 plus 2 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 7/8. So that's 6 7/8. And that's another 9/8. 16/8, which is 2, and 6 plus 2. If you add that all together, you get 8 inches. Okay, so 8 inches for number 8 when you add it all together. What is the average length of each crystal in the bracelet? So to find the average length, you had to know the total, right? So I'm going to go to Grace next. Grace, when you added it all up for number 8, did you have 8 inches?
Yeah, well, yes, I got 8 inches.
Okay, good. So what did you get for 9, the average length?
I got 4/7 inches.
That's it. How do you get 4/7?
Should I answer that one?
Yep.
I did 8/1 times 1/14, and I did 1/14 because there are 14 x's altogether, and so 8/1 times 1/14 equals 8/14, which is the same as 4/7.
Okay, I'm writing that all down. That's good. Okay, the answer was 4/7. That was really good. And Grace said she got that because when you add it all up, it equals 8. And there were 14 x's altogether. So 8/1 divided by 1, or 8 divided by 14 is 8/1 times 1/14. So that's 8/14. 8/14, and she reduced it to 4/7 inches. Okay. And number 10 said, describe the steps you can use to find the average of fractional amounts. Okay. Pia, what did you say for number 10?
Number 10, I said take the total of your fractions and divide it by the number of fractions.
Good. Yep. Take the total, add them all up, and then divide it by however many you had. All right. It's what we did for number 9. Okay. You guys did number 538 also, the next page. The first 2 questions are about line plots, and they showed you a line plot. A baker uses different amounts of salt, and they put the X's above there, and there were 2 questions about that. Alex, are you back with us yet? Because again, I'm looking at the Monsters, Inc. person. Okay, what did you get for number 1 on page 538?
Oh, for number 1? For the 1/4, that is 4, right?
Well, for number 1, it says, based on the line plot, how many recipes call for more than 1/4 teaspoon of salt? What did you say?
Oh,
What did you say?
well, in that case, I said 4, but then I realized another one, so it could also be 6.
It is
because
6. It is
1/2.
6. It's not 4.
Yeah.
How many are more than 1/4? So count the X's that are above
Yeah.
1/4.
How many? Or at least 1/4 or more. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It's not 1/4 or more. It's definitely more than 1/4, it says. So 6 X's more than 1/4. So 6 is your answer for number 1. Number 2, what is the average? So you had to add them all up and divide by how many x's there were. This one might be a little tricky. Irfan, what did you get for number 2? You're muted, Irfan.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Whatever else calls for
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the average salt would be. It would be 4. Wait, no. It would be 1 pound of salt.
A pound?
No. Sorry.
What did you write on the line for number 2, Irfan?
I wrote 1 tablespoon and teaspoon. Because if
Would be the average? But
yes, because
when I'm
if,
looking at that chart and there's like x's above 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2, everything's either 1/2 or less. So if I were finding the average, it couldn't be more than a half because I'm finding the average and there's like stuff that's less than a half. There's nothing more than 1/2 at all. So the average couldn't be more than that. This one's tricky. You have to add them all up and then you have to divide by however many x's there are.
Okay.
Okay, Bernadette, did you do that? What did you get for number 2?
I got 4 teaspoons.
4. All right. So 4 is even more than that. I wonder if when I add all yours up, we get 4. Maybe you didn't divide. Let's add them all up, okay? We have 4 x's above 1/8, okay? So that's going to be 4/8. And then above 1/4, I have 4 x's above 1/4. So if I add those all together, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So that's just 1. Okay. So I have 4/8 plus 1. Now let's look at our x's above 3/8. There's 4 of those. So that's 3/8, 6/8, 9/8, 12/8. And above 1/2, we have 2. So that's 2/2 or 1. Okay. So that's if we're adding up all of our columns. Okay. Now let's put these together. Well, we have 1 plus 1, which is 2. And then we have 4/8 plus 12/8, which is 16/8, which is another 2. So when we add it all up, we do get 4. I think that's where you got your 4 at, Bernadette. But that's not the average yet. That's if you add them all up, what does it equal? 4. Then to find the average, you have to divide 4 by however many x's there are. Okay, so we have to count up our x's. 4, 8, 12, 14 of them. Okay, 4 divided by 14. Well, that's 4 over 1 times 1 over 14. 4/14. And we can reduce that to 2/7 teaspoons. That one took some work. You guys can do it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions on that?
Okay, cool. Yes.
Go ahead, Irfan.
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. So what you did was that you added up the answers that you got from each one. So for 1/4, you got 1, and then for 1/2, you got 1 too.
Yep.
So then you add that, and then the 4/8 and the 12/8.
Yes.
So add them all together, and then you divide by the number of x's that there are in the entire thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That's it. Add them all up. Yep. And divide by however many x's you have.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3 was a subtraction. Fraction subtraction. All right. You're going to have to first put it into common denominators. It looks like you're going to have to do some borrowing. Lily, number 3. What did you get for number 3?
Number 3.
Mhm.
So in the beginning, do you want me to tell you how I got it?
Just tell me your answer.
My answer?
Yep.
My answer was $12.
No, we have to subtract. So we're going to get something smaller than what we started with.
Okay.
Jack, what did you get for number 3?
Wait, Lily, did you write these down?
3, I got 5 and 7/8.
Yes, good. Okay. So the first thing you have to do is turn 2.5 into 2 4/8. Okay. Then we have to borrow. And that becomes 7. And then we add that together and get 11/8. And now we subtract. 11/8 minus 4/8 is 7/8. And 7 minus 2 is 5/8. 5 7/8 inch. Okay. Number 4, Alex.
Number 4?
Yeah, Alex, can you take that monster off of that? Yeah, keep it like that.
Okay.
Keep it like that so we're in class. Go ahead. What do you got?
You do 1/2 times 3.
What,
Right?
Just tell me what you got for your answer.
For my answer,
Mm-hmm.
I got 1/6.
1/6. And what did you put for your label?
1/6 pounds of cheese.
Good. 1/6 pound. Yep. And you do 1/2 divided by 3.
Yeah.
1/6 pound. Okay. All right. Number 5, Pia. Round that to the nearest 10th.
92.6.
Good. 92.6. And number 6, Irfan. Yours is what fraction of the tulips are yellow tulips?
Sure. In Yuki's garden, there are 3/4 of the flowers are tulips. Of the tulips. Wait. 3/4 of the flowers are tulips. Of the tulips, 2/3 are yellow. What fraction of the flowers in Yuki's garden?
Good. All right. What did you get for your answer, though?
Tulips. Okay, so first,
You don't have to tell me what you did. Just give me your answer. What do you got on the line?
I guess I didn't do it.
You didn't do it? Okay. What does the word of mean? What operation do you want to do when you hear of in math, Irfan?
Was it division or was it times?
It's times.
Oh.
Okay, when you hear of, you want to multiply. So 3/4 are tulips. Of them, 2/3 are yellow. So you want to multiply. 3/4 times 2/3.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give you a minute to do that because I need to make a couple notes.
It would be 1/2.
Good. 1/2. Okay, you get 6/12 or 1/2. Okay. That one is 6/12 or 1/2. All right, yeah, and the biggest part I want you to take from that one is of. When you see the word of, remember to multiply.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to flip to page 539. On page 539, there's a bunch of highlighted words, x-axis and y-axis. So when we're graphing data, when we're graphing a point, we're going to see something called, an axis. The horizontal one that kind of like goes along the bottom, that's your x, right? It says the horizontal number line is the x-axis. The vertical number line is the y-axis, okay? So this one is your x, and this is your y. Okay, each point on a coordinate grid can be described by an ordered pair. The x-coordinate is the first number, and the y-coordinate is the second number. So if I had something that looked like this, if I have 1, 2 in parentheses, that's called an ordered pair. The first number is x, and the second number is y. Okay? So I go over on my x-axis 1. All right, so these maybe would be numbered. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across my bottom. And let's go up my y. I'm going to go over 1 and up 2 and make my point. Okay. The point 0, 0. If I had the point 0, 0, that is called the origin. All right. So 0, 0 is an origin, and it's right here in the corner. That point right there in the corner, that's the origin. That's 0, 0. Okay. So pages 539 and 540 explain that a little bit. I want you to go to page 541. Okay. We've worked on this a little bit in our Simple Solutions book.
All right, so then what does the origin do?
It doesn't do anything. It's just a point 0, 0. All right. It's just the point where the x and the y-axis meet. Okay. Look on page 541. They want us to give the coordinate for C. So I want you to find the point C, and I want everybody to write your answer in for number 1, where what you think that ordered pair is. So you're going to have parentheses, right? And you're going to write an ordered pair. So find C, and you see how many you go over and how many you go up. Okay. And Irfan, what did you get for number 1 for C? What point is C at?
So I got C. I got C. So I put parentheses, comma, and then 3. I mean, wait, sorry. Parentheses 6, comma, 3.
That's it. Over 6, up 3, and it looks just like you said. Parentheses 6, comma 3. Okay. How about number 5? All right, I'm just jumping around a little bit. Number 5, the point M, they want you to label M. So everybody, I want you to put M on that grid. M is the point 0, 9. Go ahead and plot that point. Okay, and then Bernadette, tell me where you put that point.
That would be.
Where did you put it at?
We're on 541 right.
So I put it at the y-axis.
Good. It goes right on the y-axis. It's the point 0, 9. So Bernadette said she went over 0, up 9, and it went right on the y-axis. All right. So I want you to put a point there on the y-axis, and next to it, label it M. Okay. So I want you guys to do this page for tonight, and we'll go over it tomorrow. Page 541, where they're going to show you points, and you have to say where they're at. And then sometimes they're going to ask you to put the point on the grid. All right. So go ahead and finish up page 541, the coordinate plane. You don't have to do number 25. You can cross that off, just up to 24. All right. So 541, numbers 1 to 24. Okay, you guys have any questions for that? All right.
So only 541.
Only 541, numbers 1 to 24. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You guys have a good day.
You too.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. If you have questions, come see me between 2 to 3 today.
Bye.
Bye.